Daily affirmations and positive self-talk is highly effective. Let's take a look at this video by one of my mentors from Mind Valley, Lisa Nichols, and she's going to break it down for us. Let's check it out.
Abundant thinkers. I'm just giving you some nuggets. There's a ton of other things I'll share with you at other time, but I'm telling you, these are practices of abundant thinkers. Christy talked about affirmations. Abundant thinkers understand the power of I am. Anything after the word I am is true to your unconscious mind, Michael. Anything after I am. Anything after I am. Even if you know it's not true, your conscious mind will believe it. Anything after I am. So the use of affirmations is very intentional and very consistent.
Speaking of I ams, what is your favorite I am that you use to motivate and inspire yourself to keep going? Or what do you tell yourself on a daily basis to give yourself that confidence, that presence? Drop it in the comments and let me know, what is your favorite I am?
I was diagnosed as clinically depressed in 2001. 94, 95, 96, 97, 1998, I'm sorry. I was diagnosed as clinically depressed. Me, it didn't make sense. I had been in a relationship, I was engaged to get married, and my fiance, who I did not know at the time, was bipolar. And he'd stopped taking his medicines and under the belief system that love can cure anything. And so I ended up being picked up and thrown 3 feet across the room, and I ended up being choked until I passed out.
Hey.
And once I got out of that relationship, I just was different. It was different. So my mom insisted that I go to the doctor. I went to the doctor, and I sat on the table, and she checked me and talked to me and came back in with a prescription. And she said, Lisa, you're clinically depressed. And I felt like I heard Charlie Brown's parents talking like, wah, 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 wah. Clinically depressed, at least that'll make sense in that same sentence. And she handed me a prescription, and I read the prescription, and it had my name on it, and it said Prozac. And I thought, that don't make sense. Lisa Nichols, that don't make sense. And I said, do you mean I'm sad? She said, very, very sad. I said, can I try something? And I'm not recommending you guys, if you're on medication, you stop taking your meds, please don't do that. I asked my doctor, she agreed. I said, do you mind if I try something before I take this? She goes, yes, but I need to see you back in 30 days. If you're in the same condition, I need us to try this medicine. I said, okay, I could do that. So I went home, and every day I got in the mirror, and I drilled, I am, every day, because I realized I had forgotten who I was. I just forgot. And it was okay to forget. I just forgot. So every day for 25 minutes, I just went over the I ams. Every day, I am. And then I paralleled that with I forgive you for. Then I paralleled that with I commit to you, Lisa. Every single day. I went back in 30 days, and I'm talking to her, and I'm on fire. She's just looking at me. And I'm just talking. She twisted her head again. And I'm just talking. She says, wait, I got to stop you. I said, what? She goes, what are you taking? And can I have some? I was like, I'm taking some of me. And so the power of I am can pull you through the darkest moment, the power of I am. And so I want you to really begin. It's not hokey pokey. It's not mushy. It's real, and it's the truth.
As Lisa Nichols was just explaining, the power of positive self-talk, that I am powerful, I am confident, I am. That is a powerful statement, and it definitely does something to your subconscious. It can pull you through when you feel low. It can give you the confidence you need before a meeting or something big or some event, something like that. Just talking to yourself positively every day is power in that. I like to do the I ams in the car on the way to somewhere, because that's just me. It's my time. And I also have a notebook. You'll be surprised what I have in my notebook of how many I am strong. I am confident. I am able to take care of my family. I am. I do this daily myself just to empower me. So if you haven't tried it, maybe you should try it out and see what type of results you get, especially if you are feeling low, depressed, or underappreciated. The power of I am can definitely help you keep taking steps, you know? But let's see what else Lisa Nichols has for us.
Abundant thinkers. What else do abundant thinkers do? Abundant thinkers continue to stay in cognitive dissonance. They continue to put themselves in cognitive dissonance. Let me explain to you what that is. Cognitive dissonance is the form of discomfort that you put yourself in when you think of yourself in such a way that doesn't match your current behavior. Ooh, somebody came, that's worth the price of admission just to do that. Isn't that juicy? I'm going to say it again because some of y'all are like, okay, I don't even know what to write down.
Meet Jobber Copilot, your AI business coach, data analyst, and marketing expert in your back pocket.
Cognitive dissonance. So just cognitive dissonance, you're creative, spell it whatever way you want. Cognitive dissonance is the form of mental disruption where you literally disrupt your own mind by thinking of yourself in a way that doesn't match your current behavior. Okay. It's beyond your current behavior. Your mind will be uncomfortable because it doesn't match. So your mind will begin to call you to do the thing to make your mental conversation match your behavior. Whew, whew, that's some good stuff. That right there, that's a game changer, somebody. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Y'all so cute. I still see some of your faces like, Scooby-Doo, rut-roll. Just study it. Just study it. When the book comes out, study it. I give you exercises to do. Don't worry about it. So abundant thinkers are constantly placing ourselves in cognitive dissonance. Constantly placing ourselves in cognitive dissonance. I have an infomercial that's coming out next year. It's the first personal development infomercial to come out since Tony Robbins. Yes. What? Can you say cognitive dissonance at its highest level? Because that comes with a really big bill. But if I gotta scare somebody, we might as well make ourselves nervous reaching for the best version of ourselves, yes?
Yes.
So, how will you, I'm gonna start challenging you, how will you be the man, the woman you've always known yourself to be? I'm gonna come back to the points, but now I wanna touch your soul. Because this is great thinking, this is great notes, that's a cute notebook. But there's a calling on your life that you don't get to shake. And it's only yours. No one else has the same calling as you. So comparing yourself to me doesn't do any good. Comparison is and will always be the thief of all joy. Someone might want to write that down. Comparison is and will always be the thief of all joy. You will never do me. When people say, oh my God, you're like the next Oprah. I said, and I've told Oprah's producers this. They called me as recently as on the plane, as I'm sitting on the plane coming here to A-Fest, they called again. And they're like, Lisa, we just love you. We just want to do work with you. And I said, as long as you are not trying to make me the next Oprah, because I will 100% fail you every time if you want Oprah. But if you're ever interested, I do a damn good Lisa Nichols.
All right, man.
I mean, I got her on lock. I know Lisa.
And with that, you guys can see why Lisa Nichols is also one of my favorite speakers. And of course, as I said, I did take her course on Mind Valley, and she really opened my eyes through her course. But one of the things that she was talking about was cognitive dissonance. And it might have went over some people's head, but you ever heard the saying of fake it until you make it? Cognitive dissonance is the ability to put yourself in those situations. Let's say you might not be ready for that next step, but you put yourself in that position anyway because you can see yourself handling your business. That is what she means by cognitive dissonance. Put yourself in the position as if you are already that person that can handle that, even though you might not be able to handle that. And she says that is something that abundant thinkers do all the time. So you got to put yourself out there in those situations. So the takeaways to this video: affirmations can be a powerful tool to get yourself out of situations where you might feel down or you might not be as confident as you need to be. You can use those daily affirmations, those I ams. They are very powerful. And putting yourself in the state of cognitive dissonance many times over and over until you achieve exactly what you want. Kind of like visualization. You visualize yourself achieving something or handling business. You're going to have to continue to put yourself out there so you can achieve higher levels. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure you drop that like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.